Coming up shortly, we bring you the DBS Major Morning News. Just a heads up that following your morning's news presented in French this morning, you can join us for your bi-weekly edition of the information portal for Senior Citizens Matters with Marie-Therese Jonquière. And of course, from 9 this morning, we bring you live coverage of the opening ceremony of the Cooperatives Regional Seminar at the Intercontinental Hotel Dominica Cabritz Resort in Portsmouth.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
Good morning. In the headlines, Dominica is introducing a highway maintenance levy. St. Vincent and the Grenadines see surge in registered voters. Once in 300 years, rain hits Thai city as floods ravage Southeast Asia. And Kavem Hodge marks his return to West Indies colours with a half-century against the New Zealand 11. The details follow.
Need one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy Dominica. And yes, we deliver fast. Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top-tier service, trusted products. Call us at 255-6810 or 316-0164 or drop by our Jimmy location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc. The biggest distributor for the biggest brand.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Thank you for joining us this morning. I am Ivona John Baptist Luge. First off in the news, Dominica is reintroducing a highway maintenance levy. The levy, which existed in August 2022, makes provision for private vehicle owners to pay $100 annually and for other vehicles to pay more based on their weights. The bill was passed in Parliament last night.
The bill is intended to formally legislate the reinstatement of the highway maintenance levy effective 1st October 2025. The previous highway levy was repealed in August of 2022 when oil prices escalated due to the commencement of the Russia-Ukraine war. This was done to bring relief to consumers who at the time experiencing a sharp increase in fuel prices, and government found it imperative to provide relief. The price of fuel has since gotten back to normal, and bearing in mind the extensive investment that government is making in road infrastructure and maintenance, it has become necessary to restore the levy. The amount to be paid for motorcycles, private vehicles, and small commercial vehicles remains the same as before. However, there are slight increases to the rates for large commercial vehicles, as well as trucks, dumpers, and trailers, bearing in mind that they have an impact on the road.
Minister for Finance, Dr. Irving McIntyre, he says the heaviest vehicles will pay a maximum $500 annually.
Commercial vehicles, truckers, dumpers, and trailers as follow. Less than 6,721 pounds, $150. More than 6,720 pounds, but less than 8,961 pounds, $200. More than 8,960 pounds, but less than 13,441 pounds, $250. More than 13,440 pounds, but less than 20,161 pounds, $300. More than 20,160 pounds, but less than 26,881 pounds, $350. More than 26,880 pounds, but less than 33,601 pounds, $400. More than 33,600 pounds, $500. I encourage all vehicle owners to make this very small contribution to nation building on time.
Minister responsible for Finance, Dr. Irving McIntyre. Minister for Tourism, Denise Charles Pemberton, is optimistic private vehicle owners will cooperate and pay the $100 highway maintenance levy annually.
And I believe as citizens, for a private vehicle is $100 a year, which is about $8.33 a month contribution. Contribution to raise $1.5 million. And the cost annually of road maintenance alone, not interventions due to road failures, just road patching, is $10 million. I believe our people in Dominica are reasonable and understanding. Then there was a need to give them a relief due to COVID. The government came and decided, yes, the cost of maintaining roads is high, but because of COVID, we had been shut down. Many people lost income. So we gave them a relief during that time. No, that is not the case. If you talk to the average taxi operator in Dominica, because of the booming cruise season we have, they're making money, Mr. Speaker. All taxi operators are smiling. I don't think they have a problem paying $200 a year. They're making money. This year we're expecting over 400,000 passengers to disembark on our shores. That is money that is being made in the economy.
And that was Minister for Tourism, Denise Charles Pemberton. The government of Dominica will begin commissioning its 10-megawatt geothermal power plant in December 2025, marking a major step towards transforming the island's energy sector. The announcement came from Finance Minister Dr. Irving McIntyre while presenting a motion for supplementary estimates of over $108.5 million in Parliament. Dr. McIntyre says commercial operations are expected to begin during the first week of March 2026.
This landmark project not only represents a major step towards our renewable energy agenda, but also underscores this government's commitment to reducing energy costs, strengthening energy security, and fostering economic growth for the people of Dominica. We are reminded that in addition to government's investment in geothermal power exploration and infrastructure, government is investing a first phase of high voltage resilient transmission network which will connect the geothermal power plant and Domlec 3 hydro stations to the Fonkole distribution hub. This will ensure the transportation of our green and renewable energy supply from the Roseau Valley to the facility from which it will be distributed to consumers. Mr. Speaker, to support this venture, additional loan funds amounting to $1,187,888 were drawn from the World Bank loan for the transmission network, which was approved by Parliament. This project is expected to be completed in time for the commercial operations of the geothermal power plant.
Finance Minister Dr. Irvin McIntyre. Parliamentary Representative for Salisbury, Jesma Paul Victor, says while she welcomes government housing projects, the Salisbury constituency has not benefited from the program. She made the statement while debating the supplementary estimates of over $108.5 million in Parliament on Tuesday.
Government has allocated millions in capital spending to the Ministry of Housing with the stated intention of constructing new homes, as I stated a while ago, and strengthening communities. Yet, despite these substantial allocations, Mr. Speaker, funds approved by this very Parliament, none of which was spent in my constituency. Mr. Speaker, 8 years after Hurricane Maria, families in my constituency, that is Kulibi Street to be exact, continue to live in deteriorating structures, partially repaired houses, and temporary arrangements which were meant to be shut to, while other communities have received modern apartment complexes, climate resilient units, and housing settlements, which, Mr. Speaker, as I said, that I support the housing project, and I congratulate the recipients of these houses. Everyone deserves to be happy. Everyone deserves to be comfortable, Mr. Speaker. My constituents continue to wait. But, Mr. Speaker, the question I would like to ask, how long can my people endure to wait? And how long can they endure to live in such conditions? It's been 8 long years, Mr. Speaker. My people feel forgotten, they feel unseen, and they feel as though their suffering since Maria has been normalized and dismissed. Absolutely no citizen, Mr. Speaker, should feel that development is happening everywhere except where they live.
Parliamentary Representative for Salisbury, Jesma Paul Victor. And the government of Dominica is on course to develop the Portsmouth to Hatton Garden Road. A Chinese technical team arrives in Dominica this week to begin preparatory work on the project.
Of course, the Chinese technical team are arriving here on Friday to look at this road from Portsmouth to Hatton Garden for us. You're talking about 26 bridges must be built and 476 culverts must be constructed, plus widening, plus slope stabilization, plus retaining wall structures. It's a massive project. That project is going to cost us easily over $500 million. Easily over $500 million as a grant from the Chinese government.
And that was Prime Minister Roosevelt's Skerrit. A 16-week heavy equipment operations training program for 26 young people has officially begun in the North and Northeast districts. Chief Youth Development Officer Merita Hyacinth says the initiative is designed to provide participants with practical, hands-on experience in operating and maintaining heavy machinery, preparing them for opportunities in construction, public works, and related fields.
So basically this program that has started on the 24th of this month, and this program is more than really an opportunity for transformation for young persons, and everyone that has been selected, they are now part of a national push to equip our workforce with practical and employable skills. The commitment levels for the trainees are high, and we have even seen it from the amount of applicants that we have received, and it's a clear indication that Dominica young people are ready to rise, ready to work, and they are really ready to build a stronger future for themselves and their communities.
Chief Youth Development Officer Merita Hyacinth, the training is being facilitated by Eutychus Fabian from Easy Developments. Renowned music producer, engineer, and CEO of Dada Manufacture Company, Krishna Dada Lawrence, takes the spotlight today on Creole Heartbeat at 11 o'clock on DBS Radio. The producer of multiple title-winning award-winning and chart-topping songs, will discuss the importance of the 2025 Dominica Music Awards scheduled for January 3, 2026 at the Intercontinental Hotel. Hosted by Ambassador Leroy Prince Wadix Charles and is streamed on live on DBS Radio Facebook page and the YouTube channel. The program begins at 11. Join Creole Heartbeat today on the nation station DBS Radio as the outspoken Krishna Dada Lawrence delves into the present status of Dominica's music, the 2025 Dominica Music Awards and more. The St. Vincent Electoral Office has confirmed a notable increase in registered voters ahead of the November 27 general election, signaling heightened political engagement across the region. Official figures reveal a substantial growth in the voter population, with the final voters list showing 101,744 registered electors, an increase of 3,000, that is, 625, compared to the 2020 election cycle. Meantime, Orlando Brewster of the Unity Labour Party, the candidate for Central Leeward in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, has expressed his confidence in securing a victory in the upcoming general elections. He is contesting general elections for the second time.
My second outing at the polls, my first outing in 2020 where I was successful, defeating the opposition candidate by over 500 votes. And this time, my constituency is very energized for this 2025 election, and they are ready to go to the polls on this Thursday, the 27th. Thus far, the feedback on the ground has been very, very, very good. A lot of love and a lot of support from my constituents. The opposition hasn't been making any inroads at all in the constituency of Central Leeward. And my team on the ground has suggested, based on the numbers, that we are going to win that seat even bigger than we did in 2020. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of boots on the ground that is doing the canvassing and the visits, making sure that we touch base with at least all of the homes in our constituency. A good spirit. The party has been making tremendous strides, and I am very confident that for this 2025 election, the Unity Labour Party will be returned to the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are expecting on the night of the 27th, when we are getting the results, that the Unity Labour Party will once again be at the helm of governance here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines with our esteemed leader, Dr. Ralph E. Gonsalves.
Unity Labour Party candidate for Central Leeward, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Orlando Brewster. And parts of Thailand are battling record floods which have killed at least 33 people and prompted authorities to deploy military ships and helicopters to support relief efforts. The deluge has hit 10 provinces across the country's south over the past week, with the city of Hatyai, a business hub bordering Malaysia, recording its heaviest rainfall in 300 years. That's 335 millimeters in a single day. Photos show vehicles and houses submerged in the city, while desperate residents await rescue on their rooftops. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Ever wondered what's in your milk? These are the following benefits of Distinction Milk. It's a great source of calcium and protein, vitamin A and D added. It's definitely not a filled milk like some of the other brands. Distinction Milk texture and taste is great for shakes, baking, pouring cream, and is side for mashed potatoes and much more. Even better, because of its rich texture, Distinction Evaporated Milk can be stretched. Isn't it great to know what's in your milk? Distinction Milk, distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation, is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro-Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro-Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro-Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro-Caribe. 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 Petro-Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Here's a quick tip from NBD.
A quick tip from the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Scammers may send fake emails or texts. Remember, NBD will never ask you to reset your more banking password or share your card PIN, CVV, or other sensitive information this way. Stay alert. Stay secure. When in doubt, contact NBD, your partner, your bank.
Welcome to the morning sports reports. Kavem Hodge marked his return to West Indies colours with a half-century, as the Windies batsmen did well on the opening day of their two-day tour match against the New Zealand 11 last night. Hodge got 55 as the Windies made it 346 for 5 on the opening day. John Campbell got 68 and Tajinarain Chandapal 85 as the two shared a 130-run stand for the first wicket. Brandon King also added 79 and Alec Athanaze got 23. Tajinarain Chandapal spoke with reporters after the day's play.
Yeah, obviously it's nice to spend some time in the middle and get a score, We just had a couple practice session and trying to get used to the conditions. Yeah, I would imagine coaches wanted the guys to spend some time in the middle, so a nice run out today. I'm sure the coaches got their plans in mind. Basically, I think the guys just trying to get a run out, bowl a few spells, and get a feel. The pitch is, a bit different, got a bit more bounce in it. Just got to try and make most of the practice sessions and try and adapt as quickly as possible.
West Indies batsman Tajinarain Chandapal. The match resumes tonight at 6 with the West Indies on 346 for 5. The West Indies have been grouped with England and Bangladesh for the 2026 Men's T20 World Cup, which takes place in India and Sri Lanka in February. The ICC revealed the groups and fixtures on Tuesday. The West Indies are in Group C and will play England, Bangladesh, Nepal and Italy. Group A will see India, Pakistan, USA, Netherlands and Namibia. Group B will comprise Sri Lanka, Australia, Ireland, Zimbabwe and Oman. And Group D will feature New Zealand, South Africa, Afghanistan, Canada and the UAE. The top two teams from each of the groups will progress to a Super 8 phase where they will be further divided into two groups of 4 each. South Africa handed India their worst ever defeat in Test cricket, beating them by a massive 408 runs to win the second test and to hand India just their third whitewash ever at home this morning. India were chasing a massive 549 to win. They were bowled out for 140 to suffer their worst defeat ever in Test cricket. Jadeja got 54. Simon Hammer took 6 for 37. The final scores in the second Test: South Africa 489 and 260 for 5 declared. India 201 and 140 all out. South Africa won by 408 runs. South Africa won the series 2-0. Simon Hammer was named the player of the series. Basketball news now. The BAA Sharks and the Paybush Eagles will be hoping to take a commanding lead in their DABA Basketball Premier League finals as both teams get set for Game 3 tonight. The 5-match series is leveled at a game apiece after the Paybush Eagles took Game 2 last week. Game 3 is set for 9 p.m. at the Masak Indoor facility. There is also football action on tonight with the start of the DFA Division 1 President's Cup. Fonkole FC will battle Valley United at 7 tonight from the DFA Technical Center. Newcomer and overseas-based player on the senior women's national football team, Eden Lander, says she is excited with the opportunity to represent the country. Lander, who is based in the United States, is among a number of overseas-based players called up to the national women's team as Dominica gets set for the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers this weekend. Dominica has been placed in Group B with Jamaica, Guyana, Nicaragua, and Antigua. Dominica will play its first game against Jamaica at the Darren Sammy National Stadium in St. Lucia on Saturday.
Okay, so I grew up in Denver, Colorado. I was born and raised in Denver, and I've been playing soccer since I was 4. So it's always been kind of ingrained in me to always try my hardest. And so I got a scholarship from a D1 university in Virginia, Hampton University, and so I've been playing college soccer there. For this last year, I just started as a freshman, and I'm majoring in biology pre-med, so that's a little bit about me.
All right, so give me that reaction when you got that phone call that, hey, your services are needed to represent Dominica.
Of course, I was excited. As I said, growing up, soccer was my main passion and my main goal. And my biggest goal was to be on the women's national team here. So getting that call was really important to me. And it just made me realize that all my efforts have been worth something. And someone else can see the efforts that I've put in.
What position do you play?
I play midfield or striker.
All right. And in terms of what you want to bring to this national team?
I hope to bring a good attacking presence, but also connect the back line and the front line, making sure that everything is working and we're all flowing as one team instead of 2 separate parts.
Going to be meeting the girls basically for the first time, how do you hope that you guys can sort of gel just about a week or a few days, I should say, to get ready for the first game?
I think just talking and communicating and them knowing that I'm always here to help. I don't want to be I'm not trying to be a foreigner that just comes in. Of course, I want to help, and of course, I want to see Dominica do good and represent our country properly. So I think just communication and also being open with each other.
National women's player Eden Lander, meantime, goal-scoring machine Lemaya Ford, who has been based in the United States on a college scholarship, says she's looking forward to the challenge. Ford says the experience in the USA has been good.
It's been good. I've been learning a lot of new stuff, and I hope to come and show the work I've been putting in.
Coming up against Jamaica, the first game, and some other big teams in the group. So, how excited are you to be part of this team? And, of course, what will be some of the big challenges for you in these upcoming games?
Well, I feel very confident in my team. I know most people think we're underdogs, but we are determined and we'll show the work we've been putting in.
Lamaya, just give me a little bit about the training that you would have been doing overseas. What has been different overseas compared to home?
Well, it has been a lot different because every day is training, morning weights, in the afternoon, 2 hours of training every day. And yes, we still have to put school in between that. So it's been challenging, but I'm working.
All right, and with your experience on the team, of course, scored goals already at the national level, what will be your message to your teammates, first to go out there and get the 3 points and the win?
Well, like I say, they think we're the underdog, but just keep pushing, and we can do it. We can do it.
National player Limaya Ford, meantime head coach of the women's national football team Ronnie Gustav, says the team is heading into the CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers this weekend in high spirits. He says the squad has been boosted with the foreign-based players.
Well, the team look impressive on paper, but right now we're about to do some work with the foreign players that just came in, so we'll look at our shape and our depth of how we're looking on the pitch.
Last time you spoke to me, you indicated a number of foreign-based players are here. What are some of the skills that the foreign-based players will be adding to the team that is already here, Ronnie?
Well, I believe because they're coming from a different environment than us, the professionalism, bringing into the team, the unity will be, I believe, will be much stronger. That seeing that they come from a different environment, it will blend in with our local players to make them be more assertive in what they're doing and to build their level of play as well.
Women's football national coach Ronnie Gustav, and we are down to the final four in the Central Cooperative Credit Union Dominica Cricket Association Intermediate League. The DCA has announced the 4 teams qualifying for the semi-finals: Rubens Bakery Christians, the Kalinago Blasters, Starlights Cricket Club, and the Police Sports Club are the 4 teams into this weekend's semi-finals.
The business end of the 2025 Central Cooperative Credit Union Limited and the Dominica Cricket Association Intermediate League has officially wrapped up, and now all roads lead to the semi-finals this weekend. The first semi-final showdown on Saturday, November 29th at the Botanic Gardens, Kalinago Blasters versus Reuben Bakery Christians. The battle continues for the second spot in the finals. Sunday, November 30, Starlights Cricket Club versus Police Sports Club at the Botanic Gardens. 2 teams will be knocked out. 2 teams will advance to the grand finals on Saturday, December 6th.
And that was the PRO of the Dominica Cricket Association, Kimara Ito. For the second time this tournament, rain has had the final say, forcing another match for the Winner Islands Volcanoes in the CWI Regional Super 50 Overs tournament to be abandoned without a ball being bowled. The Windwards were down to face Trinidad Tuesday in Trinidad, but that match was abandoned after the first hour due to rain. This is the second washout for the Windwards. The Windwards record now stands at 1 win, 1 loss and 2 no results. They sit third in the points table. Meantime, the other matches between the Leewards and Guyana and Jamaica and Barbados were also abandoned. It is on that note that we end the DBS Morning News and Sports. We invite you to join us at 11 o'clock for a news preview. At 1 o'clock, 1:15 that is, for the major newscast. On behalf of the News and Sports Departments, our links personnel Hazari Williams, I am Ivona John Baptist Luge. Good morning.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Here's a quick tip from
NBD.
A quick tip from the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Scammers may send fake emails or texts. Remember, NBD will never ask you to reset your more banking password or share your card PIN, CVV, or other sensitive information this way. Stay alert. Stay secure. When in doubt, contact NBD, your partner, your bank.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. Your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com.